I bet you will never guess where we are now. This is a Christian church, can you imagine? Located in St. Petersburg. I'm Nelly, you're watching The Wind from the North, and this is episode 3 in the series about our summer trip in Russia. So, we are currently in an active Lutheran church, and outwardly you will never notice anything unusual about it, but once you go inside, it will leave you breathless because there is nothing of the traditional interiors of Christian churches here. You will find yourself in a very unusual space. The story of this church is a story of a phoenix. In the year 2002, there was a huge fire which completely destroyed the interiors. But in 2010, the city restored the facades, leaving all the interiors untouched, exactly the same as it had been left by the fire. So this has become a unique feature, a specific design of the church. At any time of the day, whenever you come, there is darkness. Walls are blackened by the fire, and paintings and unusual installations illustrate all the ancient biblical stories. As visitors, we were offered to closely watch some newly born heavenly bodies, like this one, for example. To witness some miracles. To touch the hands of God in the room of creation, and to be reminded of our divine origin. As simple as this action might seem, this was really some very deep emotional experience. We also visited the Garden of Eden and fantasized about how committing the fall from grace might have felt. And finally, at the climax point, we were expelled from the paradise through this old-fashioned turnstile. There's also a cafe where you can literally make up for the loss of all the heavenly pleasures over a cup of coffee and process all the emotions that you got through the exhibition. We were thrilled to have found this gem of a church and to explore how the Christian heritage can be creatively interpreted now, using the cultural concept that speaks to the hearts of modern people. Alright, so to get to our next location we had to jump on a train, and it was a fancy steam-powered retro train, and I already showed it in all the detail in the previous episode. Make sure to go check on it. Tired? No. What? Excited? Satisfied?
Yes, satisfied.
Oh. This place is located in Ruskiala Mountain Park in Karelia, and it's called the Adobe of Angels. It's a unique collection of handmade wooden sculptures gathered under a small white dome with a lot of natural daylight. In the center, there is a huge chessboard with figures of people playing out different life plots, and above them there is once again a huge hand. The creator places us as chess pieces on different squares. Some get on the white ones and the others end up on the black ones. But sooner or later everyone gets out of the game. And at the end of the day, no matter what your game was, the broom of the heavenly janitor awaits you. and you cannot escape that lot. These words from the authors we read in the description attached to this exposition. But not only people. Angels of all sorts and ages are caught here, right in the middle of their daily angelic routine, patching wounded hearts, mending threads of the souls, sitting at a school desk where they learn how to love. We even saw an angel bully launching someone's guiding star into the sky with a slingshot. This entire sculptural composition is deeply moving with its simplicity on the one hand and the depth of the whole idea and the highest level of its realization, honestly. In a rather limited space, the authors managed to create a whole world where people and angels live under one roof, not simply closely connected with each other, but inseparable. So next time you look into a mirror, make sure you don't miss an angel. To get to our next and last destination in that trip, we took a boat taxi. And after a fun hour's ride across one of the coldest lakes in Russia, we landed on an island. But this is not just an island. For more than 1,000 years, this place has been known as home to one of the 10 oldest Russian monasteries. This one is called the Vaalam Monastery. We are now headed to the main cathedral, the biggest, the most beautiful, obviously, just to have a tour inside. Women are not allowed to walk here with a bare head. That's why I have this headkerchief. You can borrow one at the entrance if you happen not to have it. Also, all the women who are wearing shorts or trousers are supposed to have these borrowed skirts. All these bright colors are borrowed. I'm wearing one too, a blue one. This is Olga, purple skirt. This cathedral has two churches, and we were recommended to see the upper one first, which we actually decided to do. I am by no means an expert in church frescoes, but this upper church was definitely beautiful to me. And there was this very specific atmosphere which belongs to places we call here in Russia soaked with prayers. So this upper church turned out to be extremely soaked with prayers, and we could feel it in the air. That was the upper floor. Now we are downstairs. This is the first floor of the temple, and it looks absolutely different. monastery stands on rocks, and according to legend, when it was being built, pilgrims came with buckets of soil so that monks could plant gardens on this land. And they say that in the paradise gardens there are apples, pears, cherries, plums, you name it, even watermelons and pineapples in the greenhouses, which is difficult to imagine when you see a picture like this one, these poor trees surviving on a rock. Unfortunately, we didn't come across any gardens, so we simply visited a couple of more church buildings and called it a day. This is it, guys, for what I wanted to share today. I am really curious which of these 3 places I showed you would like to visit more. Please let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching this episode, and hope to see you very soon in the next one.